Alright, this is just a test. Hoping this turns out well because, yeah, I have a crap phone mount right now. But this is my haul for the week. Actually, it's been like a couple weeks. I'll try not to touch the table because that seems to be messing things up. So there's a little used bookstore that tends to get, I think they just get a bunch of like grab bag comic books, you know, like mystery boxes of comics. So they have some bunch of random ones in. I'm collecting Ultimate Spider-Man. You know what? I'm going to flip these. Actually, I'll just put them off screen. I'm collecting Ultimate Spider-Man. This was an issue I did not have. I have about 30 to 40 issues. I have the main story arcs I was interested in, mainly Venom and Carnage. But I didn't have this, and so I picked it up. They sell them for like $1.50 or something like that, so they must get high volume. Then they had a couple issues of this Cyclops miniseries. Cyclops is one of my, there we go, one of my more favorite X-Men, so I had to pick it up, and I felt bad, but I didn't realize till later that there was a variant on the back of this of the board here for this number 2, so I have number 1 and 2 and a variant of number 2. And I picked up Venom issue 15. Really liking Donny Cates' run here. I know Cullen Bunn wrote the War of the Realms tie-ins, but if you can see, this is the Secret Carnage variant. Excuse me, the red blood on the title. Yeah, I'm a fan of this issue of this series so far, and the War of the Realms was an okay diversion. I don't know why they had Venom be involved in War of the Realms in the first place, but it was cool. I won't spoil anything, but it was cool to see some of the character designs they had for Eddie Brock and Venom. Okay, moving on. I got Symbiote Spider-Man number 2. Now, I think number 3 came out the week before I picked this up. And the only issue of number 2 for Symbiote Spider-Man that my LCS had was a variant. And I love the tentacles coming, or the tendrils coming off of the suit here, and the hands growing. That was really cool, and the variant cover didn't have that, so I'll probably be selling the variant and keeping the cover A for my own collection. Now I dove, let's see, I'll wait till, okay. Picked this one up, really liking this run. Chip Zdarsky is awesome, and he's doing really well with this Daredevil run. So I've added this to my pull list, and I need to pick up, I think, number 6 and then numbers 1 through 3. But I've heard they're kind of hard to find, so we'll see. We'll see how that goes. If I can track them down on eBay or something. But yeah, really enjoying this run. Next, I got Silver Surfer Black. This is a variant cover, obviously. This is the only one my LCS had. I have a really small LCS, so sometimes the pickings are pretty slim. I have to go to other comic book shops further away in other cities to get what I want, but I'm fine with this variant cover. And I wasn't really interested in this series at all until I heard that Null was in it, and then that got my attention. I like the character of Null. I think he's a very interesting villain, and excited for Absolute Carnage and to see, you know, his role in that. So yeah, picking this up. There were some other interesting symbiote guardians in this issue. So if you're a fan of symbiotes and like the Null story, I just say definitely pick that up. Now the rest of the haul was kind of back issues and kind of looking through the short boxes and long boxes. So I love Mad Max Fury Road. That was one of my favorite movies that year, and had to pick this up. This kind of takes place right before Fury Road, the movie. So that was kind of cool to see. And there is apparently one other issue. This is number 1, and there's supposed to be an issue number 2, and then that's all for this series. I'll have to do some more research on it, but love the art on this, and yeah, I'll have to track down the other one. And this is one I've been looking for a little while. Carnage number 5. Excuse me, I'm fighting a cold. This is Carnage Volume 1. I believe it came out in 2010. And it's just a mini-series, 5 issues. I got the first 4 on a really good deal that I found. So I thought I'd just hold off. And everywhere on eBay, I saw issue 5 going for like $20, $25. And my LCS gave it to me for like $5. So I'm glad I waited. It was a hell of a deal. So yeah. Sometimes patience is definitely worth it. Then I got these two. The Sinner Takes All Venom miniseries in the 90s. Venom is by far my favorite character, if you couldn't tell by the title of my YouTube channel, Symbiote Obsessed. And I am trying to take care of collect all of the 90s miniseries that he was in. He was in a lot, so if I can figure it out, maybe I'll flash the legacy numbering chart that they came out with for all his miniseries on, and I can show you my progress, and I'll update you here in another video probably. So I got Sinner Takes All, number 4, number 5. 5-issue miniseries, and number 3 is the first appearance of Venom, and that goes for more than I'm willing to pay for it. So I think there's a True Believers coming out of that issue, reprinting of that, so I might just pick that up and call that complete once I get issues 1 and 2 of the series. And then the rest of these is you'll see the Carnage Volume 2, which I almost completed this whole series after finding these in the back issue box of my LCS. I got issue 2, issue 3, issue 7, issue 6, issue 9, issue 11, and issue 14. So I love the covers on these. They're really cool. I'm reading through it now. I'm a few issues in. It's really interesting. It's kind of a horror-focused series, it seems like, at least what I've read. And in the beginning, there's some soldiers that get caught in a mine shaft with Carnage, and he's taking them apart one by one. And yeah, so if you like horror and you like Carnage, definitely check this out. I think this was a 2016 series, only 16 issues. And I have almost the rest. I think I'm missing number 10 and number... I don't remember. I'll look it up, but yeah, so I think I'm just missing a couple. Might be number 1, actually. Might be missing number 1. Yeah, we'll see. But yeah, issue 10, there's supposedly a spawn of Carnage called Raze, and I haven't read anything about that, and wondering if he'll be in the upcoming Absolute Carnage miniseries coming out soon, or event, excuse me. Supposed to involve symbiotes of the entire Marvel history and more, and all the hosts of symbiotes. So we will see. I've got my hopes up for that miniseries, and I'm a fan of Donny Cates, like I said, and he's doing good stuff on the main series. So interested to see the kind of master plan he's been building towards. So that was the haul for the week, and hopefully you all enjoyed. Questions or comments, leave them down below, and I'll try to respond to them. Thanks. Bye.